everyone. Welcome back to Sahitya Kalam. And as everyone knows, every Thursday at this time, we interview a famous personality. And today with us, we have here Mr. Sampath. So, talking about our guest today. So, as everyone knows, that he is a famous social worker. If you're from Tamil Nadu, you will know that Sir is a famous, very famous, not just famous, very famous social worker. And about Sir, I would say that he's 63 years old. He has recently retired from a very famous company. And talking about his social life, I would say that Sir has cremated over 12,000 unclaimed orphan dead bodies for the last 35 years. He has planted more than 1.75 lakhs tree samplings since 2001. And he's supporting Veda Patsalas, supporting orphanages, mentally challenged homes. He's also coordinating with SC Agarwal Charitable Trust for organizing artificial limb camp. So, sir, with such an amazing social life of yours, I would like to welcome and I would like to thank you for being here with us today. It's such a huge opportunity for us to have you here on the stage with us. And it's very rare we see such an amazing social worker who has almost sacrificed his whole life for the betterment of the world and people around him. So, welcome, sir. Hearty welcome to you. And I would like to ask you some questions, sir. So, sir, could you tell us a bit about your background and what inspired you to become a social worker?
First of all, Namaskaram, Namaste, and good evening to all my friends who are watching this video show, YouTube show. And I just joined as a medical rep with Pfizer Limited, a world #1 drug company way back 38 years before, and 40 years before. And I worked in the same company for about 38 years. And I retired in 2022 after completing nearly 38 years of dedicated service in the company. In 83, when I was at Vellore, I used to visit the head post office at 5:30 because for field workers, we don't have regular attendance. Like our people who are working in the office, they have attendance, some sort of biometric attendance, or in those days, manual people have to, or employees have to sign in the register. Then only that will be calculated, and based on the number of signatures, if 30 signature is entered, so based on that signature, payment, monthly salary will be paid. So field workers, there is no such system. I need to post a postcard every day. So I choose 5:30 is the last beat. So I used to post my postcard in the last beat in the post office. So that was my routine practice. One fine day, one young lady from northeastern state, she was literally came to me and requested 5 rupees. 5 rupiya de do. Because I, even today, I don't know Hindi, except Tamil and English, I don't know any other language. I can read and write Hindi, but I cannot speak Hindi. So I said in Tamil vernacular language, you get lost, you are Sanian. Like that I scored, I fired her. Then the second day also, she came, you beggar, you are continuously harassing me, you get lost. And the third day, I posted my reply card. I went and sat in a chemist shop, medical shop, by name Geeta Pharmacy, just opposite to Christian Medical College Hospital, Vellore. So I was sitting, the same lady, she came there. She again asked 5 rupiya de do. Then I said, I informed that chemist, medical shop owner, Mr. Murugananda, that she is troubling me, she is literally harassing me for the last 3 days. It seems she is a beggar and demanding 5 rupees. 5 rupiah means 5 rupees, it seems. So she is demanding, I don't know why she has chosen and harassing. So he knows Punjabi, Hindi, all Marathi and all, because he deals with the patients from different parts of the country. So he knows Hindi. He asked that lady, what's her problem? Then she said, my husband died 3 days before. In CMC, in those days, only 4 days they keep the body in the mortuary. So fourth day, they have to remove it. So that next day was the fourth day. She has to cremate her husband's body. So she was literally demanding somebody. And she has chosen, I don't know whether God has sent me or she is a real eye opener to me. Then at that time I was drawing 240 rupees my salary plus all put other allowances put together. It comes around 900 rupees. So I gave her 5 rupees. Then she left the medical shop few yards. Then something is going in my mind why I should not help her. Then I just literally chased her and I called her. I do one thing. I am paying my monthly jewel this thing chit in with a local jewelry in Vellore, Ranga Jewelers. His owner name is Padma Kumar. I will take you because I'm much familiar with the owner. So I will request him to pay some money so that he can cremate your body. Then I went and met him and I narrated the incident. Then immediately I did not. I expected he may give some 5 or 10 rupees at the maximum 50 rupees. So that was my expectation from Mr. Padma Kumar, the owner of Ranga Jewelry. Then all of a sudden he gave 1,000 rupees. 1,000 rupees in those days, it's a very, very big amount. And he sent his staff also. Then he advised me to go and take the body from the mortuary and help her to cremate the body. So that was my first unclaimed body cremation. Then followed by I did around 100 plus bodies. And I have forgotten to inform one Mr. Devarajan, he was a MLA at that time at Vellore. He also helped me to some extent to cremate unclaimed orphan dead bodies. Then within 3-4 years, if I am right, in the year 86, and myself and the owner of Ranga Jewelry, Mr. Padma Kumar, he requested me whether I can visit Kanchipuram and see some temples like Kamachi Amman Temple, Varadaraja Temple and all. I said, okay. We started in the morning. Around 2 o'clock, we finished all our temple visit. Then around 1:30, 2 o'clock, we were about to return. Then he saw Sankaramat, Kanchi Sankaramat. Then he said, why don't we just peep into the Sankaramat and have darshan of Mahapiriva. Then I said, no issue, will go. Then around 150 people, both ladies and gents, are standing, and Swamiji Mahapiriva. Mahaswamiji was giving darshan. Then he called that tall boy and a fair chap. He called me and Mr. Padma Kumar, and he said, you are doing such a wonderful job. Continue. Even the Pandit who attained, who completed Veda Adhyanam, full Veda Adhyanam, even if he curse somebody, that will not, that will not harm anyone. But if you curse anybody, that will harm somebody, because performing single Anada Preda Samskaram is equivalent to performing one Dasa Aswamedha. So you have finished more than 100. So at the time, 100, 110 I have completed. So that means you have performed 100 plus Dasa Aswamedha. You have attained that much of power. Kindly don't curse anybody. So that is the same blessings he gave. And he also gave some 10,000 rupees. And with that, I started doing unclaimed body samskaram in Vellore, Kanchipuram, Chennai, and even in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, and CMC Ludhiana, and so in so many places, even in Bombay also, we have the orphan dead bodies. In almost in all parts of Tamil Nadu, we performed unclaimed orphan dead body cremation. So which is continuing even today. And I also associating with APKT, another trust, and Gayatri Trust, and one Coimbatore-based Kovaipudur Brahmana Samuham, and so on. So many other in Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, so many other trusts also I am associating. Wherever any unclaimed body is there, they will inform. I will organize a team of people to perform last rites of the unclaimed orphan dead bodies. So that way it's going on. Then in 2000, I want to shift I want to extend my social work to environment, because during that time, if I am right, 99, 98, and all, some drought was there, very hot weather. So I felt many people are cutting trees and misusing the nature and all. So why we should not contribute? This was the topic. One professor, I have forgotten his name. He was working. I think he was heading biology, botany department of Uris College, Vellore. So he just casually was asking why we should not do something to the environment. Then I said, yes, we will do some. We will plant trees and all. Then I did not know where to get tree saplings, how to, collect seed and all. So that was he guided me, and he took me to one forest ranger. So he helped me. He took some 2, 3 classes. He took me to one Amirdi forest, which is about 30 kilometers from Vellore. So he has shown what is going on in the forest area, how nurseries are developed, how saplings are they are creating. All this he briefed me. So that literally motivated me to enter into that part of uh, environmental activities. So I just started my first activity in Vellore itself, uh, in a place called Karigiri, where one's coupling leprosy uh, research center, SLRTC, leprosy hospital was there. We planted around, I think, 10, 20 trees we planted in that. That was my first tree planting activity. Then followed by in Chennai, almost from one part of place called Alandur, Adambakam, Anganallur, Madipakam, and Kirkattalai up to Medavakam, nearly about 15, 20 kilometer stretch. We planted more than 2,000 tree saplings in 2003, if I'm right. So that started doing it year after year. Then a lot of challenges I faced regarding cattle menace. So to overcome cattle menace, I was literally searching people to sponsor for tree guards. So very many people helped me by sponsoring tree guards. So I think more than 1 lakh tree guards so far I have collected from the sponsors, and I have distributed to various associations and various social welfare forums. So nearly 1.75 lakhs, 1.78 lakhs, that is 1,78,000 tree saplings so far I have planted. And recently, in the month of May, uh, we have a program at Polcon. So in that, we want to plant some 2,000 Bilwa saplings. I procured tree saplings from Forest Research College, Metropolitan, to Ooty. So I took it to Palka. There, one age-old man, he was among the crowd. He came and advised me, instead of doling out these tree saplings to these local people, why don't you plant this in temple Nandavanams? And then I was very busy distributing. Then I was closely monitoring where he is going, just because I want to have some ideas. He has made some comments, so which I want to have some ideas and guidance from him. I was closely working. He disappeared and from the crowd. So the very next day, I was thinking over how to start, from where to start. So one Mr. Krishnan, he was my colleague at base at Trichur. and one Mr. Prakash Muthuswamy. He is a industrialist in Palkad, and one Irulandi sir, he is a chief conservator of forest, and so many other people. One Mr. Damodaran, and of Pichi Varani Wildlife Sanctuary, he is a conservator, chief conservator, and Mr. Balasubramaniam, he is a dean of Forest Research College, Metropolitan. These are all my friends who helped me to shape up my idea of tree planting. Now I am taking a task to plant 3 lakhs tree saplings in all temple Nandavanams, churches, mosques, gurudwaras, Kendriya Vidyalayas, central government offices. So I started doing it. So then these were minute back I mentioned few of my friends' name. They offered me some suggestions. Based on the suggestions, I started doing it. I've completed the entire Kerala temples, then followed by Karnataka, Udupi, Karkala, Hariharapura, Sringeri. Then regarding one beautiful, memorable experience I had, which is in Ramanagara. Uh, Something unique and peculiar. This thing is that the only vulture sanctuary in the world, only sanctuary, vulture sanctuary that is existing in Ramanagara. From Ramanagara, it's about 5 kilometers, a place called Ramadevara Beta Hill, where exclusive vulture sanctuary is there. So I have some network of friends who suggested this is a very endangering species. This must be developed, and why you should not go and plant some tree saplings. It's not that the entire Karnataka they have sufficient trees and all. But if I plant and expose this through Facebook and other media, this will be, will be known to everyone, so that many people will focus their attention towards preserving this particular endangering vultures. I think what I was informed by the chief conservator of forest Karnataka, that I think more than 8, 9 varieties of vultures are living in that sanctuary. So there we planted on September, I think September 29th, September 29th, one day, one full day I devoted to Ramadevara Beta Hill Vulture Sanctuary. We planted nearly 500 tree saplings. So that is really very memorable, very beautiful experience. But the thing is that we couldn't see any vultures during that time, because probably the forest department people who accompanied us might have taken us to a safe place, so that there should not be any sort of disturbances or any danger from the vulture species. That must be the reason. Then another very interesting experience is we have chosen South Central Railway's wagon workshop, which is located in Guntupalli, Vijayawada. And thanks to the general manager, Mr. Srinivas, IMRS, that is Indian Railway Service, which is equivalent to IAS. So, yes, permitted us to plant nearly 1,000 tree saplings in his area. So, we planted there, we planted Bilvam, Mandaram, Parijatam, and a variety of mahogany, sandal, variety of timber, flower bearing, fruit bearing tree samplings. And I also promised him to choose 2 Kendriya located in the campus of South Central Railway Wagon Workshop, which we will be doing it in the month of February. So that is very memorable experience. And another challenging, really challenging experience is that one has happened in Tirupati. We were on the way to Srinivasa Mangapuram and Tirumala. Andhra Pradesh Endowment Board official, I don't want to name the person, because that will lead to some sort of politics. He was really, we were literally prevented. He advised me that we should not go ahead and do tree planting. Then I said, what is the issue? No, 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 you must get permission from the district forest official. Then I said, while planting trees, why I should get permission from the district forest officials? That he did not have any answer. Then I said, okay, I'll go back. Then I was about to return. One security stop. I asked up to him. I think his name is some Raja, something like that. I've forgotten also. He came. He was literally chasing my vehicle. He stopped my vehicle. Sir, I will help you. We will. You should not go without planting saplings in Tirumala as well as in Srinivasa Mugapuram. We'll come. You are doing such a wonderful job. I will help you. So really, I treated him as a god, Lord Balaji, at that moment. So he helped me to plant tree saplings in Srinivasa Mangapuram. That is Vagulamata temple. Vagulamata temple, which is about, I think, 10, 15 kilometers from Tirupati. So that is very another challenging experience. The another challenging experience is in near, Kutralam in Tamil Nadu, a place called Tengasi and Papanasam. From Papanasam, there is one temple dedicated to Lord Ayyappa's fifth abode. Ayyappa as like Lord Muruga, there are 6 abodes in Tamil Nadu, like Tirthani, Swamimalai, Tirupparangunram, Tiruchendur, like that. For Ayyappa also, there are 5 abodes. That is Achangoil, Punalur, Aryangavu, Sabarimala. Like that, the fifth abode is a place called Karya, where the god name is Sorimutta Ayyana. So we want to plant some very precious tree saplings in that hill, which is about 30-35 kilometers from Kutralam. So we were on the way to that place, forest department, forester. She waylaid. She, the same way what had happened in Tirupati, Tirumala. She waylaid. She didn't. She said she would not allow further. Some ego issue. She said she would not allow further, and either I should not go back or I should not proceed further. So we were detained for about 1 hour. Then I was trying Chief Conservator Forest and HRNC officials, District Deputy Commissioner, HRNC, Tirunelveli, so many numbers, but it was lunchtime between 1:30 and 2:30. I couldn't connect to any of the officials. Then I'm forced to be in the car. Then the ranger came after his lunch. Then I just requested why we were detained. Is there anything such forest rules which prohibit entering into that area? We are ready to oblige, and as per law, we will go back. We don't want to violate any laws of forest or law of the land. Then he said, what's the issue? Then he asked me to show the saplings we had. Yes, searched everything. Then he said, nothing is there. You have some tree saplings which you are going to go. Don't worry. You go ahead, complete it, come back, and inform me. Let me have a photo. So that way he literally encouraged us. And I think I've forgotten his name here. He's a young 35-year-old ranger. So hats up to him. And while returning, I called that girl, the forester who prevented her. Thank you, madam. Congratulations. Because of you, we developed some sort of into within ourselves. Otherwise, we were about to go back. And you only this thing. If somebody put some this thing, then our inner conscious says at any cost I should do tree planting here. So hats up to you. And anyway, I will not forget you. So that is another challenging experience. Then we had been to a team of three people, myself, Mr. Sivakumar, Mr. Yegambaram. We are all from my area. We had been to Punjab, where we planted in golden temples, Atari and Wagah border, then this Jalandhar, Ludhiana, Kapurthala, and lovely professional university in Jalandhar, which is a very famous university. There also we planted. Then one Ramgarhya Girls Junior College in Bagwara, and there also we planted tree saplings. We motivated the college students, college children on environment. We educated them on environment and importance of tree saplings and the impact of the environment, how it's going to impact in future. Those things we dealt with the college children, and one DAV Junior College. So these are all the institutions and temples, Tripura Malini Temple and Lal Devi Temple, few Gurudwaras, one mosque, one church. I think put together we planted more than 2,000 tree saplings in Punjab. And to name a few of my lovely friends, my Sikh friends, Mr. Jatinder Singh Kundi, Mr. Gurbinder Singh Judge, Pavanjit Singh Walia, then Ramesh Mahajan, then Pradeep Chauhan, then Chaupa, Mr. Chaupa, then Mr. Mahendru, and one Gurbinder Singh Gogna. These are all my friends who literally helped to fulfill my hobby of tree planting in Punjab. And that is my Punjab experience. And now we plan in coming 20th and 21st, Rameswaram, Tirupulani, Uttarakosamangai, then Tiruvadanai, Sedukarai, Ramarpada. These are all the areas which we are going to, we have chosen for tree planting. And also, Rameswaram, Kartuplayar Coil Road, Kendriya Vidyalaya in Mandapam, CMFR, Central Marine Fishery Research Institute campus on Kendriya Vidyalaya. There we are going to plant we intend to plant around 2,500 tree saplings, and we plan to cover around 1,473 Kendriya Vidyalayas located in the entire all India in phased manner. Though it's a very tall climb, but when God is there, God is with us, I hope we can fulfill the task of this challenging task. Then I developed friendship with one very beautiful, noble-hearted person. God has shown him in the year 1999. His name is Mr. Subhash Chandra Agarwal. Subhash Chandra Agarwal and myself, we were all in one forum called Bharat Vikas Parichat, a Delhi-based NGO. It was started in the year 1963 by one Delhi-based doctor during Second World War time to help the soldiers whose legs got amputated during the war. So he wants to replace it with artificial limb. So he started this Bharat Vikas Parichat only to provide free artificial limbs to the soldiers who lost their legs during the war. So in that forum, myself and Mr. Subhash Chandra Agarwal and one Mr. Hariharan, he is an auditor by profession, we three all joined and we started one Jan Seva Trust. Through the test, the 100% contribution is from Mr. S.C. Agarwal, Subhash Chandra Agarwal. He only contributed. He was basically a civil engineer. So he like me, he has an hobby of, he has chosen this hobby, that is artificial limb distribution. So that we started in 1998, 2000 period. So I have been associating with the SC Agarwal Charitable Trust as a volunteer and coordinator, and I organize artificial limb camp for the last 4 5 years very vigorously. And SC Agarwal Charitable Trust, so far they have distributed more than, I think, if I'm right, 6,800 limbs, and plus wheelchairs, calipers, crutches, and he has also constructed one school building near Maduranthakam, which is about 80 kilometers from Chennai. And he has distributed so much of his money towards scholarship for poor school and college students. So even today, he is sponsoring 5 of IIT studying students. So I'm really fortunate and thank God for associating with such a noble-hearted personality, Mr. Subhash Chandra Agarwal. So that is another thing, a very beautiful experience with S.C. Agarwal. Then I was at Vellore. I mentioned to you one SLRTC, Scuffling Leprosy Research Center. That was we planted our tree saplings, the first tree sapling in that area around 1020 in 2000, 2000 period. So I was working in that institution as a company man. So I have seen leprosy patients, how their sufferings and all. So I was keeping in mind if one day I should go all out to help them. So recently I have started a forum called Mission Leprosy. So through that Mission Leprosy, I have chosen 19 leprosy institutions in Tamil Nadu. That is one Central Leprosy Research Training Institute in Chengalpattu, then Scuffling Leprosy Research Institute in Karigiri, Vellore. Then we recently have been to Shakti Sugars Voluntary Health Service Leprosy Hospital. Then one near Satyamangalam, Erode, there is one rehabilitation center called Leprosy Hospital. We have covered so far 5 leprosy institutions, and we have donated uh, blankets, bed sheets, clothes, saris, lungis, biscuits, groceries, then medicines. One here I need to mention one Mr. Rotarian G. Srinivasan. He is actually a managing director of Inox a pharmaceutical company. He is heading, he is the managing director of the company. And I casually met him in a Rotary meeting. I just requested whether he can contribute some medicine to us, which is useful for a leprosy patient. With no time, he said, tomorrow you call me. Then I call him, you come to my office in Chennai. I will do something. So immediately he asked how many tubes of ointments you require. Then I said, you give me 500 initially. So within 5 minutes time, he requested his manager to donate 500 ointments of various antibiotics, steroid, this fluconazole, that is antifungal ointments and all is donated. So I am very much thankful to Rotarian G. Srinivasan and also one Mr. Rotarian Kannan and Mr. Rotarian or Satish and Rotarian Shivakumar and Rotarian Shivashanmugam. These are all my friends who have been, and Rotarian Sauri Rajan. These are all my friends. They're all back of my activities. Wherever I go, these people guide us, and through SC Agarwal Charitable Trust, in a deep reserve forest, we have chosen nearly, I think, 20, 30 people. They are all tribals, scheduled tribals. They were, their leg got, they lost their leg and arms due to this bear biting, tiger biting, and the elephant hit and all. And the forest, they lost their leg and hand. So we walked nearly 5 kilometers in the deep forest uh, with the help of forest department people, and we took measurement and we distributed limbs, artificial limbs, at free of cost uh, from S.C. Agarwal Charitable Trust. So that is a really
That's
a wonderful experience. Pardon?
That's really amazing, sir. I would
Yeah.
like to give you a standing ovation. We are very proud to have such an amazing social worker with us here today. And the journey I've had, starting from planting trees, from no giving antim sanskars, or no cremating bodies, to planting trees around the country, and then to distributing artificial limbs and to the amputated. That's really amazing, sir. And I'm sure those who are listening to us or those who are watching us will be immensely proud to know that we have such an amazing social worker
Then
with us.
one more very interesting thing is I have recently have taken a task of helping dying destitute home. That means people who are facing nearing death within 3 months, 4 months, they know they will die. So there are a few such orphanage dying destitute home in Tamil Nadu as well as in Kerala. So I'm looking after them. I go and sit with them, provide them some sweets, some clothes, and I'll take some singers with me. They will sing some songs to please them, to have some sort of comfort, psychological comfort to them. And also Veda Parasala, which I've been for the last 5, 6 years. I've been donating groceries, ghee, biscuits, and carom boards, dress materials to Veda Parasala, poor Veda Parasala students. So that way I'm helping. So I'm taking much of your time, it seems. Uh,
No,
do you have any
like
other
that.
questions?
No, sir. All my questions have been answered, and I'm really proud, and I'm feel immensely proud to interview such an amazing personality. And thank you for giving me such an opportunity to interview you and to ask you questions regarding your social life. And somewhere I feel that we too, as a youth of today, would love to help you, and we would surely, by any means if possible, we would love to help you out, sir, in any means. And thank you so much for giving us your time and joining us for this interview. We are really proud, and like I cannot express it in words. What an amazing interview this has been, and it has been very inspiring and motivating and heart touching for us. For your journey, listening to your journey from the beginning till now. A huge salute to you, sir, for doing such an amazing work. I'm speechless right now because doing such things is nothing less than a very generous man of you, sir. Like, really, sorry, I'm not of words because your journey has left me heart touched, and I'm kind of emotional right now because such works cannot be done by any common man. You must be a very great man and very amazing person to do such work. So thank you so much for giving us your time. And
Thank you. I prefer all youngsters like you should come forward and do this sort of services, because of late these youngsters of today, they divert their attention towards some other unwanted activities. So I request all my youngsters of the age group of 20 to 30 to focus their attention towards this type of social activities to uplift the underprivileged, poor, and other people. And we are also taking care of the people who are living on the pavements and platforms. Once in 3 months, we provide them clothes, food, and other material with the help of few friends like Mr. Komaravelu, Mr. Kannan, Mr. Jayaraman. They are all helping me. And even in Coimbatore, we have Gopinath Aragaswamy, Shanta Mami, and Madam Anuradha Jain. These are all my friends who have been helping me to fulfill the, this task in this journey. Thank you.
That's amazing, sir. Thank you so much for giving us your time today. And I hope the youth or the audience who's listening to us or watching us will take this as a lesson that it is time for us to step in and do some change for the world. And thank you for being a living example of this, sir. Thank you so much for giving us your time. Your journey, your dedication towards the people has been very inspiring and motivating. And I cannot thank you enough because every word I say is not enough for the roles you have done, for the roles you have played. Thank you so much, sir. And I feel immense proud that we have you here with us on stage, and I am lucky enough to interview such an amazing personality here. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, sir. Thank you very much. And to the audience, I would like to say, please, if by any means we can help, sir, to change the world, to change our country, do join in. And we can't get a better opportunity than this. So we'll meet again next Thursday at the same time. Until then, do stay tuned and watch out. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, everyone.